Okay, so I want to welcome everybody to our 28-day Be Healthy Challenge. This is very exciting for me. This is the first holistic cleanse that we are going to be doing in 2017. We'll do a couple of more as the year go on, but this is the first one of the year, and I'm really excited. So for those of you who have done some of our cleanses before, we've revamped the curriculum quite a bit. My name is Nathan McCullough, and I am going to be the sort of head coach and facilitator on this program, but we're going to have a lot of really great health coaches from New Zealand and from all over the world, really. So we're going to have some really exciting speakers in this 28-day series. And this one is called New Year, New You. And we're really going to be focusing on the things that we want to create for ourselves in the new year and some of the goals that you have for yourself as the year begins. So here's to releasing the old and pressing the reset, right? Feeling energized, expanding your lungs, oxygenating your cells, loving the skin you're in, delicious meals, inspiring conversations, amplifying gratitude, letting go of your judgment, embracing beauty, unplugging, engaging the senses, playful, giggling, and enjoying your aliveness. So welcome, and for those of you who are going to participate, congratulations. You've made an exciting commitment to your health. This cleanse is a pathway to release toxins, excess bloat from your tissues, reset your digestive system, and renew your baseline of well-being. We're going to work a lot about learning how food affects the way that you feel and how you attune to your body's unique needs, and some activities and natural healing things that you can do to help your body. So for those of you who are participating, congratulations. For those of you who are here to learn a little bit more about what we're doing, welcome. So what is a holistic cleanse? This is sort of the first place that I like to start with people, because this is not your typical weight loss program or diet or anything like that. So those of you who know me, I'm very passionate about holistic approaches to well-being. And so this detoxification period is going to be about detoxifying your life, your relationships, your body, and really creating a sound, integrated mind, body, and spirit connection so that you can have overall healthy well-being. On the left-hand side there, you see a tree, and this is the tree of functional wellness, or functional medicine as they call it now. And this is really a shift from thinking about symptoms, right? So if you look at a lot of the things that we have in our life at the moment that maybe aren't working as well as we'd like them to, when it comes to our weight, when it comes to inflammation in our body, stiffness, maybe feeling depression, having trouble sleeping, having headaches, all of these things are symptoms. And at the root cause of those are things like hormonal imbalances and having toxic environments that we live in, whether that's the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, the relationships that we have in our life, primarily sedentary lifestyle and vitamin deficiencies and food allergies, right? So those are the root causes, and the symptoms that we have are the things that we don't really want in our life at the moment. And instead of focusing on medicine and things that just deal with the symptoms, for example, on the holistic cleanse, we're going to go down and deal with the actual root causes. So, yes, you can't control everything in your life, right? But you can control what you put in your body. And every time you eat and drink, you are literally either feeding disease or fighting it. And you really are what you eat. So if you see there, it says every 35 days, your skin replaces itself and your body makes new cells from the food that you eat, right? So what you eat literally becomes who you are, right? So you got to ask yourself, do you want to be full of cheeseburgers and French fries and things like that, or do you want your body to be made up of, comprised of your cells being comprised of healthy foods that really support who you are and what you want to create for yourself? So this is a reality that a lot of people deal with, right? Eating healthy it can be difficult, right? It can be expensive. And more than anything else, it's really unclear, and there's lots of changing guidance from health authorities and contradicting information from self-proclaimed online experts. And there's more food choices than ever before. So in more now than ever, we don't eat for fuel, right? We eat for luxury, we eat for convenience, we eat for a lot of these reasons. And you see so many different opinions and advices, and I think nutrition may be the most unagreed upon topic that there is out there. And there's so many people that have opinions about that. So on this program, I'm not going to give you any, this is the one way that you should be doing things, or this is the right way, the right way. We're going to be talking about a lot of different perspectives. And my main recommendation is always doing what feels best for you, doing what feels best in your body for your body type. Experiment with different types of protein and things like that, and figure out what really works for you. Because at the end of the day, the best diet is the one that you're going to follow and the one that supports you energetically. There's lots of food controversies about GMOs and are artificial sweeteners good or bad? What does it mean to be organic and all natural? Can I eat dark chocolate? Is red wine really good for me? Is kale a superfood? Right. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna uncover a lot of those things as we go on during the 28-day program. But one of the reality is that we are eating fewer fresh fruits and vegetables every single day. And the quality of the nutrition that we're getting because of soil depletion and pesticides and, picking our fruit too early, things like that, the nutrient density of the food that we're eating is way down. So in 2016, the World Health Organization said that the daily recommended intake, which is the lowest amount of nutrition that your body needs to fight disease, is all the way up to 8 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. So I don't know about you. I try to eat really well, as much as I can, but 8 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables is an extremely high number. And even if you're eating organic and everything, very hard to get all of our nutrition from food alone these days. If you look at the last 30 to 40 years, right, we've increased our caloric intake by over 300 or 530, and the majority of those calories come from refined grains that are lacking in dietary fiber and so many of the micronutrients that our cells feed off of. So we're going to be talking quite a bit on the program about what a carbohydrate is and what a calorie is and why not all calories are created equal. Hold on one second. So if you look at this, our snacks alone, right, they constitute about 500 calories a day. So this is part of the problem, is that we're constantly putting things in our mouth without being present to what it is, right? So we're going to work a lot about what are healthy snacks, and also being mindful. With less activity and exercise on a day-to-day basis, And the result of all of these things combined is that we have diets that are, by and large, not healthy, right? And things like obesity and type 2 diabetes and cancer and heart disease and a lot of the chronic diseases that people deal with are skyrocketing these days. So, what is the approach that we're going to take, right? And why are we going to be using a company called USANA as the company that we look to for guidance and for nutritional support, right? So, we're going to be talking about the USANA Smart Foods, which is like a revolutionary line of new foods that have just come out. Okay, so we're going to be talking a little bit about, for the next 5 or 10 minutes or so, what USANA is, why we're using the Smart Foods on the cleanse, and why they can really help you achieve whatever your goals are. Before we dive back into the how the 28-day program is going to go. So the USANA foods are as easy as 1, 2, 3. So if there's anything that you take away from this part of the presentation, it's the easy as 1, 2, 3 part. And USANA has really taken personalization to the next level, and they've created a food system that is unbelievable for helping people support whatever their health goals are during a detoxification period. So the USANA are called smart foods because they are simple and pure ingredients. They have macronutrient balance. They have advanced fats, research validated, and they're totally personalized. So what makes the USANA foods so smart is it's the first thing is the shake bases, right? So when it comes to the program, you're going to have a choice between soy, plant, and whey protein. So for those of you who are veganly inclined or like a vegetarian option, the soy and the plant protein are amazing. They're simple and pure ingredients. So if you look at the ingredients, for example, that bread should have, right? A clean label is flour, water, yeast, salt, and some sort of sweetener, either a sugar or a honey, right? And if you look on the right-hand side there, that's the example of a dirty label. So you can see the ingredients at the bottom there. You can't even count those, right? So the reality is that the food that we're eating these days have insane amounts of ingredients, and most of the time we can't read them, we don't know what they are, things like that, right? So with the USANA foods, we try to create a situation where we're making things very, very simple and also very clean. So if you look at the USANA shakes, for example, right, each of the shakes has only 13 total ingredients, right? So, and most of them come from whole foods, and they are foods that support your body. So, very clean foods. They're macronutrient balanced. So, if you look at nutrients, right, they come in two forms basically. Micronutrients are things that are smaller than a gram, and those are the vitamins and minerals and everything that helps support your cells thrive and be optimal. And your macronutrients are anything over a gram. In particular, your fats, your carbohydrates, and your proteins. And on our cleanse, we're going to be focusing on getting a balance of micronutrients and macronutrients, and we're going to be eating whole foods, and we're going to be using the USANA My Smart Foods to help us transition from high sugar, high processed food diets to more whole food diets. So when we're on the program, you're going to be using the nutritional supplementations that come from USANA Health Sciences. We're going to be using a broad spectrum multivitamin and a fish oil, an omega-3 supplement, which are both really critical for making sure that you're getting all of the vitamins and minerals that you need while you're going through a detoxification program. It's really important when you're restricting calories and you're restricting carbohydrates and things like that to make sure that you're also getting the vitamins and minerals that your body needs to repair itself, to detoxify its organs, and make sure that your energy levels are good and your body's getting what it needs. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the macronutrition. But if you look at this assembly line, right, this is a great analogy that I love. So your macronutrients are like the car that are going through the assembly line, right? And the micronutrition, your vitamins and your minerals, are like the little workers that are taking apart the car. They're putting the car together. They're synthesizing the car into a unit, and they're taking it on through the body, right? So it's really critical that you do get a micronutrient balance, a macro and micronutrient balance. So there's lots of opinions about carbohydrates these days, and as we go through the weekly wellness workshops, we're going to talk a lot about carbohydrates and all the different opinions about carbohydrates that are out there. But one of the main ones is that we're going to stay away from refined carbs and fast-acting carbohydrates. So you will see that the USANA shakes do have carbohydrates because we need carbohydrates. Our body prioritizes carbohydrates as our main form of energy. So you really only get energy from two places: glucose or sugar, and fat. And so the carbohydrates, your body is always going to default to carbohydrates. So it's important that you have those, but in the right forms. So you're going to see the dietary fiber makes up the majority of the carbohydrates that you're going to find in the USANA products, and that's really important. And all of the fibers that are in our products are indigestible carbohydrates that can provide many other healthy benefits as well. So it's important when you're looking at fibers that you get a good mix of digestible and indigestible ones. So fiber is really critical for making sure that you have healthy, normal digestion. So the USANA products are going to give you a prebiotic, as well as we have probiotics as well. But their fiber is a prebiotic. It helps with satiation. It helps you stay full. And it helps aid in weight loss by making sure that you have proper digestion and making sure that you're staying full longer so that your brain gets the message that you have the nutrition that you need. All of our products are very, very low in sugar. The shakes don't have any sugar at all. Okay, so we use stevia, which is a natural form of sweetener. And for those of you who understand or know what the glycemic index is, the USANA Smart Foods do not have a GI number. Okay, and the reason for that is because they don't spike insulin at all. Okay, so if you look at the glycemic index, the biggest thing that impacts people's overall health and well-being are what they call the glycemic roller coaster, right? So when your blood sugar is all over the place, when it's either too high or too low, your hormones are in balances, and you experience things like major cravings and major impacts in your well-being. So what we strive to do with the USANA foods is stabilize your blood sugar, bring down your insulin levels, and get people in the middle there. You see that fat burning zone, and keeping your body in that stabilized blood sugar so that you can take control back over your food choices. And that's why you'll find that the USANA products don't have a glycemic number, is because it doesn't impact your insulin at all. Okay, so they're going to be foods that can help you maintain that beautiful, healthy energy throughout the day without causing any cravings or anything like that. So the proteins have 18 grams of protein in the shakes. Protein's really important for promoting muscle synthesis, and mass is important if you're somebody that wants to create strength in the body, and it helps burning calories and helping maintaining a healthy weight. So protein's also really, really good for helping with satiation or or the experience of being full. And the protein needs that we have are different, whether you're a man or you're a woman or you're older and you're younger. A lot of people think of protein in athletes and performance. And as an athlete myself, protein is something that is really important. But the reality is that actually, when we age, as we age, protein becomes much more important. So we will unpack more and more about protein as the 28-day program goes on as well. Advanced fats, so we'll touch on this briefly. A lot of people, again, kind of like carbohydrates, think that fat is bad. So bans on total dietary fat in 2016 were radically reevaluated. So for a long time, there was a sort of war on fat, and we believed that fat made us fat. And now we know that that really is not the case. So we're going to talk a lot about that on the program as we go on. And Dr. Mark Hyman from the Cleveland Clinic wrote a book recently called Eat Fat, Get Thin. And we're going to talk about why eating really good fat is amazing, and that it's not fat that makes us fat, it's sugar that makes us fat. And the same thing with cholesterol, right? So cholesterol was vilified for a long time as the main cause of heart disease. And now we know that actually cholesterol is really good in the right forms, and that it's really chronic inflammation that causes heart disease and a lot of the things that people deal with from a cardiac standpoint. So we're going to unpack that on the program and talk about why the body needs both unsaturated and saturated fats in order to function optimally. And all USANA's products have a good amount of fat, right? You can see there all the saturated fat actually comes from coconut oil. So all of the fat is beneficial fat that comes from coconut oil, which is beautiful for helping with weight loss. This helps your body metabolize fat, helps support weight loss, helps with athletic performance. They have medium chain triglycerides, which are really important for your overall well-being. Research validated. The American Heart Association showed that the recommendation for sugar intake, right, for women, no more than 100 calories of refined sugar, or approximately 25 grams, and for men, 150 or approximately 40 grams. So this is one of the main things that we're going to be doing is removing sugar, removing processed foods, removing fast-acting carbohydrates from our diet for 28 days. I actually worked with a group of USANA associates here in Indonesia, and we don't have the smart foods here, so we just did a whole foods diet. And in 1 week, I had a woman lose 7 kgs, which is about 14 pounds, and a man lose about 5 kgs, so about 10 or 11 pounds, just by removing dairy, gluten, sugar from their diets alone. That's how dependent the culture here in Indonesia is on refined carbohydrates, white rice, sugar, things like that. So when you remove those from your diet, amazing things can happen. And I'm going to share some personal testimonials when we're finished at the end. I got a call from someone this morning who did our last cleanse, who saw the post about today's call and gave me a ring to share with me that her husband in less than 45 days had reversed his type 2 diabetes. So some amazing things we've been able to create on these cleanses. So total personalization, we'll talk about that. So what we need is a lifestyle solution for all ages and not a diet, right? So the holistic cleanse that we're going to be talking about, we're going to be using some USANA foods to help people transition from sugar addictions and processed food addictions and carbohydrate addictions. But we're moving towards whole food, real food-based diet, so that when you're finished the cleanse, the design is that you know how to eat, your body is detoxified, you've broken the addictions to processed foods, sugars, carbohydrates, so that you can make a healthy lifestyle modification moving forward. So we have lifestyle solutions for all ages, right? ABC, and anyone, no matter of their stage of life, can do the program. We have a balance of macronutrients. Just by taking the shake a day, you get a balance of macronutrients. And we're going to be working on creating personalized nutritional programs for each one of you in particular. Okay, so we're going to figure out, who you are, what your body likes, and what foods work for your body type and your energetics. So like I said, easy as 1, 2, 3. You're going to pick a shake base. There's some flavor optimizers, so you can try different flavors each day. And for those of you who are really looking for some amazing results, I also really recommend a fiber supplement, which is amazing for helping proper digestion and weight loss, like we said earlier, and also getting some sort of a liver supplement to help with the detoxification process and helping your body break down fats. So if you have interest in that or questions about that later, let me know. Fast facts about the My Smart Shakes. They're all gluten-free. They're all low glycemic, no added sugars, 8 grams of fiber, 18 grams of protein, and all the beneficial fats come from protein. The flavor sticks that we have, comes with 5 flavors that you'll be able to choose from. Either 0 to 7 calories for each stick. You can store them at room temperature. They're sweetened with natural flavors or stevia. So some of them have stevia, some of them don't. Some people like stevia, some people don't. And they come in travel convenient sticks, right? So with the shakes and the travel and the flavor packs, everything you can take with you on the go. So every single place that I go in my life every day, I have my shaker bottle and a little pouch of the shakes and a flavor stick for convenient meals. So when it comes to the My Smart bars, which is the other part of the dietary, the foods that we're going to be eating, you're going to see they're very, very low in calories. And again, low glycemic, excellent source of fiber. With the bars as well, beneficial fats that come from coconut oil, and really amazing balance of fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. I've never actually seen any other sort of snack bars that are as synergistically balanced between proteins, fats, and carbs as the bars that we have. So it's actually really critical that you do get that balance. There's so many smart food bars that are out on the market that don't have that balance, and they say they're healthy, but they're really full of sugar and things like that. So the bars have 11 grams of protein, which is really awesome. So those are the 10 features: gluten-free, there's no bioengineering, so they're non-GMO, quality protein, low glycemic impact, low sugar, beneficial fat from coconut oil, no trans fats in any of them. The shakes and the bars both have excellent sources of fiber, lower calories than most bars, and an amazing beneficial balance between proteins, fats, and fibers. Vegan options, both with the shakes and the bars, for the people that are interested in that. No animal-derived ingredients, soy protein-based, potato and pea protein-based for the 100% plant-based one. And when it comes to weight management, we have essentially 3 phases of our program. The Jumpstart is a 7-day program, and that is designed to, in 7 days, break your addictions to carbohydrates, sugars, and refined carbohydrates. And then we have a second program, which is the 28-day program that we're doing. And that's really designed to not only break your addictions, but actually I'm going to be guiding you through a whole program with a webinar each week where we're going to be talking about sleep and meditation and lots of different things that actually help you change the biochemistry of your brain and change your body at a cellular level. So you really need that full 28 days to create that cellular change in your body. So we really encourage people to participate in the whole program. So they're going to help us stabilize sugar intakes. We're going to be talking a lot about healthy habits and how habits are created and how you can literally intentionally create new habits and how to cement those and create new brain pathways in your brain so that habits can be long-term healthy lifestyle modifications. And we will help with weight management goals for those of you who want to lose weight or maintain the weight that you're at. Really great process of not only detoxification but weight management. So no gluten, no GMO, no soy, no dairy, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial flavors, and no excuses. So we're going to talk a lot about excuses on the program as well, right? So for those of you who you say to yourself, all right, that sounds great. How do I do it? How do I get started? So the first thing that you want to do is just start wherever you are. So I'm a huge proponent of meeting people where they're at. So you start where you are. And then the overview is we're going to be covering basically 6 weeks. And there's going to be different speakers for each week. The first week is going to talk about the science of habits, right? And why you are what you repeatedly do. And that's going to be done by a amazing health coach from New Zealand called Taryn Thompson. And then we're going to do week 2 is going to be on eating healthy and eating for weight loss. And I'm going to focus a lot on optimal nutrition and the things, sort of the little hacks that you can do to make sure that not only on this program, but moving forward in your life, you know how to make a good food choice, how it impacts your body energetically, how it impacts your blood sugar, how it impacts your overall body, so that at the end of the program, you're really empowered to be able to make those choices for yourself and not only lose weight, but be able to keep that off and maintain that weight loss ongoingly through your life. Week 3, we're going to talk about why supplementation is actually really important given the environment and the world and the lifestyles that we have these days. Week 4, we're going to have an amazing personal trainer from Milwaukee named Jamie Wooten that's going to be walking us through why exercise is so important and what different types of movement and things that you can do for your optimal health. Week 5, we're going to focus on optimal sleep. So I'm going to be diving deep into optimal sleep. It's one of my favorite categories, or I guess topics now. Sleep is more and more, the research is coming out that optimal sleep is absolutely critical for your maintaining the vibrancy in your DNA and making sure that longevity is something that is in your future and you're creating that every single day with your sleeping patterns. And then week 6, we're going to be talking about the science of ageless radiance and how to create beauty from the inside out. So my amazing wife, Simmer, is going to be doing a presentation on how to create beauty from the inside out. So that's going to be a lot about hydration and what micronutrition are, how you can help use vitamins and minerals in order to create your own version of anti-aging. So there's so many different creams and serums and surgeries and stuff that you can do out there. But the reality is really the only and the best form of anti-aging is by controlling what goes in your mouth and making sure that you're detoxifying and you're creating beauty from the inside out. When you give your cells what they need, they stay young and youthful forever. So first step is to prepare your kitchen and pantry. So for those of you who are going to take the plunge and do this program with us, starting tomorrow, we're going to give you some tips on how to prepare your refrigerator and how to remove the bad stuff from your pantry and how to fill your refrigerator with the really good stuff. For those of you who are going to be participating as well, personalization is something that's very important to me. So I do an intake with every single person individually where we go over your goals and we create a plan to help you create your success. I'm going to ask each of you to create an intention for your program and ask you to get an accountability partner and start helping you achieve your goals by creating a support system that pulls for your success. And we're going to have a Facebook community that's private that you can share in, and you can ask lots of questions. Another one of the main big focuses on the program is actually mindfulness. And for those of you who know me, I'm a huge proponent of meditation. I think it's one of the most important things that you can do in your life is have some sort of mindfulness practice, some sort of spiritual practice that helps you stay connected to yourself, love yourself. I really believe that when you take care of yourself, everything else takes care of itself. So we're going to be working on how to keep your mind in the present, right? Your body is present, is your mind. So if you're feeling any sort of guilt or resentment or anything like that, right, you're in the past. And if you're feeling any sort of anxiety or apprehension, things like that, your mind is in the future. So we're going to work a lot about being present and mindfulness practices. I'm going to give everyone a meditation program that they can do on the program, and we encourage people to do the meditation every single day while they're going through the program. I believe that meditation is the antidote to all the poison in your life, and it is the nourishment for your authentic nature. So the impacts of meditation on your body are now absolutely undeniable. MIT, Berkeley, a lot of major institutions in the U.S. have been doing neuroscience on meditation, and it's been found to be the only thing that can really actually increase your intelligence quotient, slow down the aging process, help keep us focused, and help keep us away from disease in our life. We're going to be focusing on lots of different types of movement. So whether it's yoga or whether it's running or whether it's surfing or CrossFit or whatever it is that you enjoy, we're going to be encouraging you to do exercise on the program, but encouraging you to figure out what it is that you like to do, what it is that you love to do. I always tell people that the best form of exercise or movement is the kind that you're going to do. Right, so it's kind of like the food, my approach to food anyway as well, which is listen to yourself, listen to your body. I believe that you have all of the answers, and the key is to get connected to what those are. So when it comes to optimal sleep, we're going to be talking about all the tricks and little hacks that you can do in terms of how to optimize your sleep, and really focus on tracking your progress. So there's a woman named Julia Cameron who I absolutely love. She created something called the Artist's Way, and she talks about something called morning pages. And she says that pages are meant to be simply the act of moving the hand across the page and writing whatever comes to mind. So we're really going to encourage people to journal and track your progress and focus mainly on what's going well, what you want to create, how you're feeling. And I'm a huge believer that when you win the morning, you win the day, right? So we're going to be focusing on creating success habits in your life as we go as well. So the choice is really yours, right? Is this year going to be the same as last year, or with the new year, are you going to create a new you, right? So here's a couple of people that have had health transformations on our program. Vic M. from Illinois lost 35 pounds and had a lot of other transformations in his health. Jennifer B. from Illinois recently took place in one of our programs. She lost 25 pounds, got her BMI down to, I think, 14%, and helped to bring down her blood fasting sugar levels. This is a woman named Abigail Broel, who's someone that we worked with recently. She dropped 100 pounds in less than a year. She is now a certified sexy fit lifestyle coach, and she is a great example of someone. She used the USANA foods for the entire time. incorporated healthy exercise, and took the low glycemic and food recommendations that we did on the program, followed them to the T for a whole year, and created some really, really amazing results. And she's actually transformed her whole life and now has become a health coach and does part of what I do, which is helping people create transformations in their own lives as well. So the amount of transformations that we've had on these programs are pretty extraordinary. I shared with you guys earlier that someone called me this morning and said that after having type 2 diabetes for over 20 years, in about 2 months, less than 2 months, the blood sugar is now down all the way, stabilized. The doctor said that they're no longer have metabolic or type 2 diabetes, and that over the next couple of months, they're going to be slowly taking them off of the diabetes medication. And that has been something that we've been able to achieve with, there were five people in 2016 alone, that we helped to get rid of their metabolic syndrome and get themselves out of being a type 2 diabetic. So possibilities are endless. So for those of you who are interested in how to participate, the pricing options are really similar or simple. So one option is a 7-day full body cleanse, $123 plus tax and shipping. Option 2 is a 28-day transformation. That one's $410.30 with tax and shipping. And the third option is the 35-day complete new year, new you transformation, and that one's $533.30 with taxing and shipping. Okay, and so that includes everything. That includes the foods, which is it includes the supplementation and the foods for 28 days. So the Transform Kit is designed to help you break your old unhealthy lifestyle habits and begin a new fitness regime. It's a 28-day program where you drink 2 Ushana shakes a day and you eat 1 or 2 of the My Smart bars a day, along with taking the broad spectrum multivitamin, and we have a fish oil that you get, a 28-day supply of the fish oil as well. So the program includes essentially 2 full meals and 2 snacks a day, and then we have people have 1 low glycemic snack and 1 low glycemic meal of whole foods, real foods, while they're on the program, and we transition into a more whole foods diet. So the cost includes everything. So we have a Facebook accountability group, personalized coaching one-on-one with me. We'll have daily videos and inspiration that we put on the Facebook page every single day. So we're going to have a closed Facebook group. And we're going to have weekly wellness workshops, fabulous recipes, really supportive community, and I can promise you, if you follow this program, you will have some amazing, that says realist, results. So that's it for me in terms of the information. So I want to take any questions that people might have before we sign off. So I will open the floor up to any questions that people have about anything, really, about the program or anything we talked about today.
I have a quick question.
Oh.